Ah, good old Nickelodeon, the home of SpongeBob, The Loud House, and a bunch of creepy Dan Schneider shows. I wonder how they've been doing since the video I did on them last year. Well, damn. It's like all of these cartoon channels are competing to see who can kill themselves the fastest. And to be honest, it looks like Nickelodeon is winning. I mean, just look at this lineup. 38% of their shows are just different versions of SpongeBob. How can anyone take this network seriously? Like, say what you want about Disney Channel, and trust me, there's a lot to be said about those mangy woke mongrels, but at least they have a variety of terrible shows. Nickelodeon is so goddamn desperate for a hit that they greenlit a live-action Loud House show. Yeah, a live-action adaptation of a cartoon. The executives over at Nick must be smoking the same crack that they smoke over at Disney. They've literally just been surviving on The Loud House and SpongeBob for the past 8 years. Nickelodeon is literally on the level of a barely functioning drug addict who lives off a diet of ketamine and Xanax while simultaneously expecting to be alive in 6 months. And that sounds like a joke, but no, look at this shit. They actually expect to stay in business. Nickelodeon is working on new shows. Now, at any other time, that would be a stupid thing to say. But we're talking about a network that's so strapped for cash that they literally deleted half their fucking lineup in the span of a week. Like, dog! They canceled the Rugrats reboot and Big Nate on the exact same day. That is some ruthless shit. But you know what? There's a story behind everything. So let's dive into Nickelodeon's current lineup and see why exactly they're so horribly fucked up. Hi, I'm the Prince YouTuber, and today we're gonna do exactly what I just said in the previous sentence because I keep fucking up these intros. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. I used to think that SpongeBob was the last great American cartoon. A work of art that would last for generations. A masterpiece that was immune to the woke mind virus that's infecting Hollywood like a case of genital herpes on a college campus. But for the first time in a while, I was wrong, and I'm sad to report that SpongeBob has gone woke. Yep, you guys might not have seen the Sandy Cheeks movie, but the crack fiend clowns behind that abomination of a film decided that it was a good idea to make Squidward gay all of a sudden. Like, I already made a video about that, so I'm not gonna repeat myself. But let me just say, I am sick and freaking tired of these animation companies insulting the audience. Do they honestly think that they can just shove all this woke content and true American shows and get away with it? Do they think that any SpongeBob fan wanted to see modern day woke ideology in the Sandy Cheeks movie? No! They wanted an actually entertaining movie. And the woke LGBTQ programming that they put into the Sandy Cheeks movie pissed me off so much that I couldn't even pay attention for the rest of the runtime. I was so mad that I just couldn't stop shaking. That's just the effect that woke propaganda has on me. We need to show these Hollywood hacks that they will not propagandize them. We will not consume the slimy septic shit that they throw in our faces like a bunch of coked up baboons. And we will tear down Tinseltown brick by brick by brick and rebuild it in our anti-woke image. I bet you then that these Hollywood harlots will take all that fucking wokeness out of SpongeBob. Desperate Congress! You know, I was gonna actually say something about this show, but then I realized, if Nickelodeon didn't care enough to make the show different from SpongeBob, then why the ever-loving fuck would I care enough to write anything about this show? So here's some sped-up footage of what I just said about SpongeBob a couple of seconds ago. Camp Coral is, pretty woke now. This is literally just another fucking version of SpongeBob. They didn't even bother changing the art style this time. The Patrick Star Show is lazier than the damn rebadged GM car. So why the fuck would I spend any more time than I need to on this show? Roll the clip. Oh man, do I really have to talk about this show? Like, you know what? Let's forget about the fact that it's complete and utter dog shit, or the fact that it spawned the Casa Grandes, which is one of the worst fucking woke tunes ever made, or the fact that it spawned the Loud House movie, which is a straight up black hole of entertainment, or the fact that it spawned the Casa Grandes movie, which literally nobody asked for, or the fact that it spawned another freaking Loud House movie, which is the most unnecessary sequel since the Marvels. Putting all that aside, the community for this show is so jacked up that I feel like I'm going to be put on a watch list just talking about them. And Lord knows that Biden already has me in his sights for calling him out as the crooked crony codger that he really is. That man will use any excuse to lock me up. So yeah, I'm not going to be talking about the Loud House in this video. Next. No! I am not talking about the Loud House! No! No means no! I am not going to rant about the show! They do not freaking deserve it! Why? 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 Who thought this was a good idea? Who thought it was a good idea to have an 18-year-old woman trying to get with a little Negro boy? I'm ready to go sign the freedom on some jokers right now. I'm talking about some Jim Caviezel shit. You Hollywood tech guy says you better cut this bullshit out. You better stay away from our kids. Because one of these days, we true Americans are gonna rise up and we're gonna get justice for all the lives you destroyed. That means we're gonna avenge all the people you insulted with awful movies like Ghostbusters 2016 and The Last Jedi and Solo, a Star Wars story, and Captain Marvel and Indiana Jones 5 and The Marvels, among other things. We're erasing the Loud House from history. We better not catch you trying to indoctrinate kids again, or we true Americans will rise up like a phoenix and tear over the fucking New York Mafia and show you how to finish them. Damn! Yeah, I'm a heterosexual male, so I have no idea what this show is. Next. You know, I've never really been a fan of Transformers. The toys were cool, but the movies just had too much live action. Like, I get that Paramount spent a concerning amount of money to get attractive women to be in these movies, but I came here to see animated robot action, not softcore porn. So you would think that a fully animated Transformer show would be right up my alley. But of course, they had to go ahead and make it woke. Are you fucking serious? A non-binary robot? How does that make any sense? This is just insulting. Like, do they actually expect us to believe this crap? That a robot can just not have a gender? What are they gonna tell me next? That brown cows don't make chocolate milk? Get the mess out of here with that bullshit. Next. I have a review coming out about this show, so I'll make this brief. Get this woke ass cash grab bullshit out of my face. Nickelodeon has got to stop treating their audiences like fucking idiots. And the audience has got to stop acting like fucking idiots. Just eating this shit up. You know how many people I see on Twitter defending this show and trying to act like it's anything resembling creative? Bitch, the only thing this resembles is a stepping pile of shit that's been lying on a San Francisco street corner. Okay, whatever. Let me just wrap this up. I would say that Nickelodeon is fucked, but they're well beyond that point. They're still using SpongeBob like a crutch. They're still not making any money. And worst of all, kids are not watching the channel, which is the entire freaking point of the channel. Why would they watch some bullshit like The Fairly Odd Parents, The Blackening, when they could just go on TikTok and watch something that's only slightly dumber, but a million times more entertaining? There's pretty much no hope for Nickelodeon at this point. They got 2 new upcoming shows, but that ain't gonna do shit. It's like digging up a casket and trying to bring him back to life with the paddles from Grey's Anatomy. It's just not gonna work. But let's be honest. Do you really think that anyone in Nickelodeon is smart enough to realize that? Either way, I'm a PNG tuber. About to head to the bathroom to look for my dad's blood pressure medication and signing off. Bye.